live, guys. We are live. Hey, Mr. Shegun Adeshoko, you're welcome. I can see you. All right.
My girl, she got a gun in her hand.
So we are live. Yes, today you're welcome.
So run me a mouth. Baby, I say run me a mouth. Let me really feel. So run me, you know I got a special spot to help you remember me. And every time you leave this spot, you know I get to see. She's bright like an electric bulb, so everybody gets to see. And every time you leave this spot, you know I get. But tonight you can call my phone.
Okay.
Tonight you can call me all night long.
Yes.
Tonight to represent the guy with the
Thank
money
you
and the
today.
class, but still baby don't lie. Say tonight you can call my phone. Tonight you can call me all night. Tonight to represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still baby don't lie. So tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. See a different I'm in my post. Yeah, I keep the budget, I'm in my post. I don't even mind your number two. Tell me what you want, I want it too. But if you wanna go, I understand why. I could never be the number one guy. I don't even mind a two. Tell me what you want, I want a special spot to help you. This spot, you know I get to see. Bright like an electric bulb, so everybody gets to see. And every time you leave this spot, you know I get to see. But tonight you can't call my phone. Tonight you can't call me on. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still baby don't die. Say tonight you can't call my phone. Tonight you can't call me on my phone. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still baby don't die. So tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go
Okay.
all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me.
So we are waiting for more people to come online before we proceed.
Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still baby don't die.
So we're waiting for more people to come online before we proceed, so that every one of us will be able to benefit from the questions we'll be answering in today's session.
Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me.
Abby, you're welcome.
My girl, she got
Kenny, I can see you. You're welcome.
baby girl, I know what I did. You ain't gotta run the amount. So run the amount. Baby, I say run the amount. Let me know how you really feel. So you know I got a special spot to help you remember me. And every time you leave this spot, you know I get to see. Oh, she's bright like an electric bar, so everybody gets to see. And every time you leave this spot, you know I get to see. But tonight you can't call my phone. Tonight you can't call me all night. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still baby don't die young. Say tonight you can't call my phone. Tonight you can't call me all night long. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still baby don't die young. So tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me.
You're welcome.
I don't need to tell me what you want. But if you wanna go, I understand why. I can never be the number one guy. I don't even mind a number two. Tell me what you want, I want it too. You know I got a special to help you remember me. And every time you leave this spot, you know I get to see. Ah, she's bright like electric. Everybody gets to see. And every time you leave this spot, you know I get to see. But tonight you can't call my phone. Tonight you can't call me all night long. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but we don't die young. Say tonight you can't call my phone. Tonight you can't call me all night long. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still we don't die young. So tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I think we should start right away, and I think we should just go ahead right away, and whoever is joining us could just join line. So I want to welcome everybody to this live video. I just want to say I really appreciate you today, despite being in the middle of your, do, and I just want to say thank you for coming out here to be here at this point in time. So I want to, before we start taking in those questions that are salient in your heart, I believe that there's one problem that has been persistent amongst people who run adverts on Facebook at this point in time, and the problem is the problem of payments. In the past 1 week, I've had quite a number of people ask me questions concerning their payments, asking me why Facebook is not taking their card, why their card suddenly become unacceptable on Facebook, why they can't run ads again and all that. I need you to understand something, that as a Nigerian, there's a limit to the amount of forex that your card can access per month. So I mean your Naira card. So as a result of this, a lot of payment arise when you have to use foreign-owned platforms, which Facebook happens to be one of them. So one of the ways to solve this problem is to create Naira Facebook ad account. Now, when you create a Naira Facebook ad account, don't choose the option of postpaid, where you just add your card details and they deduct whatever you spend during the month at the end of the month. Go for prepaid using what's the name of this platform now? Pay, I'll remember. So that option is the payment option is run by a company owned by a South African company. Yeah. So it is better if you do that. When you do that, you'll be able to run your ads in mode. That means that you will only be charged whatever you have spent during that month. Whatever you have in cost you have taken directly from your account on Facebook. You have already put your money. It's just like your prepaid electricity card, where you load money in advance, and once you use, you get charged as you use. So now, a problem that you can face trying to do that is if you are already own a Facebook ads account, you may need to recreate a Facebook, personal profile for yourself to be able to do that, because you can't switch account once you already a Facebook ad account. Just create another currency on an existing ad account. So that is that about Facebook payment issues that people have been having recently. However, if you think you still need more clarification on that, you could just let me know so that I can explain further. You could just drop a comment and tell me that you still need more clarification concerning that, so that I can ask, I can expatiate further on that. So any other question before I move on to something else? Does anyone here have a question to ask? Because the purpose of this meeting is to answer people's the questions in the heart of people. So any other question? I am waiting. So I'll wait for like a minute or two. Engineering, you're welcome. Okay, so the payment method that I was trying to remember is called PayU. PayU allows you to make prepaid payments on your Facebook ad account in Naira. Now, I need us to understand that this problem is not peculiar to Facebook alone. Being able to use Naira cards to buy ads on social media platforms, including Google Ads, Twitter ads, and Google Ads and Twitter ads. You may need to use a dollar card, or if you have a foreign based card, you may need to use that too. But if you, in the absence of dollar card, I think UBA card still works fine when you are doing Naira payments. But the problem is CBN is pegging the amount of dollar you can buy with your Naira cards on a within a month. So you may not be able to do more than $300 worth of transaction on your Naira card. Now, if you are a big budget advertising person, you may need to go for a dollar card directly. That one will solve most of your payment problem on the internet. Now, if you, in the absence of more questions, I've been waiting to see if people have questions, and I don't seem to find questions here. So I would just like to talk about briefly how you can actually use social media to sell your products. Now, let us be honest with ourselves. Social media, selling through social media has become more difficult than it used to be, since the algorithm of especially Facebook keeps changing. It has become, and now that almost everybody is advertising on Twitter, on Instagram, it's becoming more difficult for people to be able to sell through adverts. Now, you need to understand that before you will be able to sell to people, there is a process you must go through. If you miss any of this, if you miss this process, you may eventually not be able to sell. Of course, you may sell pockets of, you may have pockets of sales here and there, but a seamless and continuous sales comes from practicing some principles when you are doing social selling. Now, the first thing you need to do is to be known. You cannot just come from nowhere and start expecting to start selling immediately. People do not buy from those who they do not know, except you are selling essential commodities. If you are not selling things we need to survive, if you are not selling things people need to actually stay alive, you need to be known first. You need to be known first. Even you will not walk into a restaurant you do not have prior knowledge of in your city, except you are in a new place and you are hungry. That's when you walk into just any restaurant. So you need to understand the fact that people need to know you first. So you need a lot of brand awareness when you are starting out. You need people to get to know your brand. You need people to get to know what you are doing and why you are, doing what you are doing. And you need to let them see what you are doing differently from every other person. Because if everybody is doing the same thing, there's no reason for me to come to you if you are not doing it differently from the way every other person is doing it. So the first thing you need to do is establish yourself. Be known, make yourself known. Then after making yourself known, now before you even could say you have been known, how will you make yourself known? Number one thing you need to do is to solve problems. Let people see that you are solving it uniquely. Let people see that you are solving a unique problem uniquely. There's no way that you would want to solve a problem the same way everybody solves this. In fact, if you see new restaurants are springing up here and there every day, and each one of them seems to be introducing one thing or the other. Now the in thing for restaurants now is home delivery. That's the new thing. The COVID compliance restaurant is focused on delivery more now. So now you need to understand these things and see how you would be able to do something different from what everybody is doing. Now, when you are solving a unique problem uniquely, then you need to establish yourself in the eyes of people as someone who cares. Now, if your brand does not care, nobody will care about your brand. It is a common saying that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So you need to establish to people that you care. Let people see that you have their interest at heart. And how one of the ways you can do that is help. There's the best way to sell is to help people. Keep helping people, irrespective of what you are trying to sell. Even when you are selling hair, when you're selling phone accessories and all that, always find a way to provide help to people on social media. One of the ways you can help is, for example, selling weave-ons. Now tell people how they can treat their weave-on that will make their weave-on to last longer. Tell them how to keep their weave-on in a way that it will not tangle. Tell them how to know the difference between the high quality weaves and the low quality weaves when they are buying. Even when they are not buying from you, they don't have to. At the early stage, they don't have to buy from you, but you need to show them why that you care about them enough that you want to help them. Now, when you're helping people want to find a way how you are going to help them save money, how you are going to help them make money, and how you are going to help them expand. So you need to focus on helping people. The ministry of help is broad and wide, and everybody, every business can get involved. Every business can help people. Now, when you keep helping people, once in a while, yes, you can introduce what you are selling, but unless people see you as a consultant, they will not buy from you. People do not buy from sales people. They buy from consultants. What do I mean? People will prefer to buy from someone who shows that is helping them solve a problem than from someone who is trying to sell. An online call came in. So if you are trying to help people solve a problem, if you are trying to sell a product, introduce the benefits of the product to the end user. That is what you would sell, not the product. Don't sell features. Many people, when they are trying to sell on social media and even generally, they keep telling you the features of their products. They keep telling you how sleek their pen is. For example, now you are trying to sell a pen, and you are telling people that this pen is round, this pen is smooth, this pen writes smoothly. No, that is not what you should write. How you should sell. Tell people what that smoothness does to their fingers. Tell people the advantage of that length that pen carries. So tell the people the benefits, not the features. Show the benefits, not the features. Now, and one thing that you should also put in mind when you are using social media to sell is that social media is not owned by you. No matter what you are doing on that platform, no matter how huge your following is on that platform, you do not own the platform. Many people have woken up in the morning and discovered that they've lost their accounts that they've spent years to build, just because the owner of the platform decides that they have violated one of their policies or another. So you need to understand that as you are gaining traction, as your brand awareness is going up, as you are building followership on social media, as you are helping people, you need to find a way to be moving your people, your own people who you have discovered that are your target customers, your people who are really interested in your business, you need to find a way to be moving them to a platform where you have control. And one of the best things, best ways to do that is to get people to sign up on your mailing list. Now, you may be wondering why everybody keeps talking about having a list. The truth is, the email of the people that are following you is the email address of people generally is the most valuable assets you can get from them on the internet. If you are following the news about the fraudster that was arrested recently, you would hear that they said the police said they got 800,000 email addresses from these guys. 800,000 email addresses. Either you are doing legit or illegit. In fact, you can't even do illegit. It is unacceptable. You cannot do illegit. Every legitimate online-based business must have people's contacts. You must have the contacts of your own people, either people who are in consideration stage, people who are just getting connected to your business. You must be able to walk them through the process of buying. What social media marketing is for is to get people into the process where you nurture them to the point where they would buy from you. So you need to understand that you should continuously reach out to these people. As you are building on your social media platform, you must keep building on that list that you have. You must keep nurturing people that are on your list. Sales on social media does not come overnight. It comes over time. Many people have issues with selling on social media because they have heard that people are making money, people are selling their products using social media, and they just want to run there, and they expect that once they get there, 1 month, some even want results in 5 days. Interestingly, they just expect that once they get there, they start making money immediately, they start selling immediately, they just show their product and people rush to buy. If it were to be like that, a whole lot of people will be selling. There wouldn't be need for anybody to start asking questions, why am I not selling? So there is a process to follow. And one of the questions that people also ask regularly is has to do with network marketers. They kept they ask questions how they could make use of social media, especially run ads to sell their products, because anything that has to do with marketing, network marketing or a multi-level marketing or whatever you are calling it, or networking, whatever, does not fly in Facebook ads. And Facebook ads is what most people use these days to run their marketing, their paid marketing on social media, because Facebook and Instagram are linked together anyway. So one of the things you should do is get a lead magnet. Get a lead magnet, and when you run ads, push these ads to your lead magnet. Target your direct these ads to your lead magnet. Let people, offer somebody something that is related to what you are trying to sell eventually, though, for free, and get people's email address in return. And when you do that, you keep nurturing. Now, do not make mistake of pushing sales on people. Nurture. People need to first know you, like you, then trust you before they can buy anything from you. They need to know you. That's the essence for brand awareness. They need to like you. That is the essence for engagement. Then they need to trust you enough to walk through your conversion tunnel. Then when they get converted is when they part with their money to get your product or services. If you jump any of this process, you would not have continuous flow of sales. So you need to understand these things. So I think I would also still look forward to if there's any other question anybody wants me to answer, so that I can go ahead and do that right away. So questions. I am waiting. We still have about 15 minutes more. So any question? Any question? Questions? Okay. Questions? Okay. People usually have another problem. They usually ask how they can have continuous content, how to create content. How to keep generating content. You see, the thing about content creation is that there are lots of things you can use to create content. Now, one of the ways you can create content is let's cite an example of let's pick a business. Let's pick someone who cooks food and sell to people, delivery services and all that. Now you can create content based on recipes. You can just say, okay, how to make ogbono soup. That is a content. You can show behind the scenes your kitchen when you are preparing a particular food without even telling people how you go about it. Just a video of you preparing a particular soup or food. You can talk about the benefits of a particular ingredient that you use in creating your food. That's 3 contents, right? You can talk about the right way to eat something and the health benefits of that. You can talk about, for example, now you can talk about a particular food item, like you want to talk about beans now, and you want to talk about different ways you can use beans to make food, different kinds of food that you can bring out of beans. You can talk about different kinds of food you can bring out of maize or corn, whatever you want to call it, and you can also talk about history, what happened in the food industry on this particular date years back. You can talk about you can talk about the things you faced when you went to the market to buy the ingredients, like the mad traffic got stuck in, then how you have to move from one shop to another to bargain for, price, and also to be able to get the best of the quality of the ingredients, how you got to a particular usually buy your tomatoes, and you discover that the ones you found there were not ripe enough for what you want to do, or they were overripe, so you had to start looking for another place where you can get your tomatoes. You can talk about how to set the table, when you want to eat a particular food. You can talk about table manners. You can talk about a whole lot of things. And if you are a photographer, you can talk about different camera angles. You can even show us taking pictures of a single person from different angles, and tell us why it looks in a particular way and why it looks in another way. Damilola, I see you, the PR man. So you can talk about a whole lot of things. There is actually a whole lot of ways you can create content. You can go live while you are, in the kitchen. You can show us your kitchen. You can show us that new utensils you just acquired. You can show us many things. You can do a whole lot of things. And don't forget that you can do this either in pictures, either in texts, or in videos. Now you can even you can bring statistics. Tell us the kind of food that they eat in Japan that makes them have a longer lifespan than Africans, things like that. There's just a lot of content that you can create out of it. And if you are let's say if you are a consultant, you can talk about how a particular problem that one client brought to you, and how you were able to solve that problem, even though that was the first time you are encountering that kind of problem. You can give us how-tos, you can give us a day in history, you can give us behind the scenes, you can give us a whole lot of ways you can create content. You can see, the thing is, you just need to put on your thinking cap. The moment you put on your thinking cap, you will be able to understand and read and create a whole lot of content. And don't box yourself into a corner. Don't box yourself into a corner. Don't stay on one particular kind of content. Yes, we know that videos generate a lot of engagement these days, but remember that video, for it to generate engagement, must have some interactiveness in it. It's not just a one-way video. It has to be two ways. It has to click with people. It has to solve particular problems, and it has to entertain people. So you need to understand that. Questions, I'm still on the lookout for questions. We still have about 7 minutes left on our time. So questions. Questions. Okay, so in the absence of questions, let me see if I can just talk about a few tools I use for social media. Okay. Okay, so a few tools I use for my social media activities. I will talk about that, and we will end the call for today. One of the tools I use for social media is Grammarly. Grammarly is a web and mobile app. You can download the mobile app, and you can as well access it on your browser. Grammarly helps you to fine-tune your English. Your write-ups before you put it out to the public. It's just the same, and you can also use Microsoft Word for this same course, and it helps you. It will highlight your spelling errors and grammatical errors. The freemium, it's freemium, free and premium. Okay, the free plans cannot cannot help you change your grammatical errors, cannot correct your grammatical errors, but it can correct your spelling errors, okay? Spelling and punctuation errors. Then for videos, I hardly do my videos on mobile, so I use a lot of professional video editors. I use Adobe Premiere Pro, but there are other ones you can use. There are mobile apps that you can use here and there. I think Filmora is one of them. I think video, I can't remember the name now, is also one of them. I hardly do videos on my phone. I do basically I record the videos and I take them to Premiere Pro or Corel Video Studio to edit and put whatever I need to put there. Okay, so for graphics, you don't have to be a professional to do graphics. Just look at what professionals are doing, and in fact, you should just, if you are not a professional, just use Canva or Crello. Canva.com or Crello.com helps you to. There are a lot of templates that you can just change the picture, change the text, change colors and all that, and you'll be fine if you follow the principles of color combinations, because you can't. A lot of people do some color rioting. I see some designs and I laugh, but you can get better if you keep learning on the way. Then for your audio editing, you record a voice and all that, and you want to edit it, you can always use I've forgotten the name. Wow. Audacity. Yes, you can always use Audacity. Audacity is a web app. You can download it. It's free, and you can download it on your computer to edit your audio. You can put on you can put background tracking and all that. You can change pitch level and all that. You can cut and paste. You can do noise reduction and all that using Audacity. What other tool should I talk about? What other tool do I need to talk about? Okay, yes, for you to be able to use your Instagram from a PC, there's a Google Chrome. There's a Google Chrome extension. It's called Insist. Okay, just Google Insist, and you add it to your Google Chrome extension. And if you have that, you can download any video, and you can download any image, and you can upload same both to your regular Instagram and to your IGTV from your computer directly. Okay, What else do I need to talk about before I leave your face? What else do I need to talk about before I leave your face? I think that's about how much I can remember at the moment. If tools for subtitles, I do not have tools for subtitle directly, but what I do is type out whatever is being said and use the titling feature of Premiere Pro to to put my subtitle on the videos. But I know that there are text to speech apps, tools for scheduling. Okay, tools for scheduling posts. The tool I use the most is Hootsuite. Okay, I use Hootsuite a whole lot. The free one allows you to have 3 profiles, three accounts, 3 different platforms connected to it, and you can schedule up to 30 posts at a go. So once you are depleting those posts, you can keep adding, but you can't do more than 30 posts at once. So any other tool you will ask about before I end the meeting? If there's no other question in 2 minutes, we will have to end the meeting. Tools. I don't know the one you're asking me about. Is it Hootsuite you're asking me about? If it's Hootsuite, yes, Hootsuite is mobile friendly. Hootsuite is mobile friendly, and you can schedule to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I think Pinterest also. So you can explore it. Hootsuite.com. Explore it. I've used Hootsuite for over 10 years, I think. Well, aside MailChimp, other email marketing platform, there are a whole lot of them. Aweber is still the one that I love and respect the most, apart from MailChimp. But Aweber does not give you that free 2,000 emails that MailChimp gives you. I think MailChimp is still the one with the highest number of free email subscribers and free emails you can send per month. You can send 12,000 emails per month, and you can have up to 2,000 free subscribers. Okay, so you can try Aweber. There are more of them. There's MailerLite, there's Zoho, there's SendWave or SendFox. There are a lot of them, but the popular ones though are Aweber. Aweber is still preferred to me. I still prefer Aweber aside MailChimp. Any other question? Okay. Yes, you are welcome, Ifeadioti. You are welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so I hope we will still do this in a very, very close. I hope we will still do this in the nearest future, not long ago future. Mr. Lala is just coming in. Wow, Mr. Lala, you are welcome. So we're about rounding off. I mean, we're rounding off already. So I hope to still come out here. I think the Q&A session didn't really go well. Like, Mr. Lala, can you get those AirPods? Well, you can get the AirPods. I'll send you the contacts of my plug, the person that sold this for me. Please don't let me send it to you, sir. So you can reshare the video if you see anything. You can watch if you are just coming in. You can watch the video after. If you see anything that benefits you from there, you can share it with your people. I'll keep it on my page. I won't take it down. So okay, Mr. Lara, yes, we can do this together. We can do this together. Let's arrange it. Let's make it happen. We can do this together. But I don't do my videos in the night. I prefer to do it in the office than to do it at home. So if you want us to work on this together, we'll have to do it during the day. All right, so thank you very much everybody for being here. It is time to go. So see you some other time. Thank you. See ya. Cheers.